Welcome to Not So New News. Come along with us as we continue to discover an Appalachian time gone by. Today's article comes from the town of Whitesburg in Letcher County Kentucky's newspaper, The Mountain Eagle. Volume 2, Number 46, Industrial Edition, Section 2, dated July 22, 1909. Page 5 is not named and continued in today's reading. Prominent young Letcherite. Samuel Collins. No young man in the mountains with equal chances has arose in the estimation of the public faster than the subject of this sketch. Born on Sand Lick in Letcher County, he attended the district school, attaining a fair education, and in early youth began the struggle for competence by himself. In 1903, he was appointed postmaster at Whitesburg and served in that capacity for 2 years, resigning to accept a position in the Internal Revenue Department under Collector Cooper. He served 1 year in the office at Danville and has since been field deputy collector. Samuel Collins is one of our most popular young men and has a great number of loyal friends and acquaintances throughout the mountains. Popular Baptist minister. Elder W. R. Boggs. Will R. Boggs of Eola is a popular ministry of the Old Regular Baptist Church and is held in high repute by his great host of friends. Mr. Boggs is the postmaster at Eola and is one of the best of officials. He belongs to one of the largest and best families in the county. Probable county assessor. George M. Adams. George M. Adams is a native of Letcher County, is a son of Assessor Elihu Adams, and is 26 years old. He belongs to one of the oldest and largest families in the county. Mr. Adams, after an arduous struggle, was nominated for assessor and will make a formidable candidate in November. George Adams is a very popular man and has an innumerable host of friends and ardent admirers. Well-known local attorney. Judge S.E. Baker. Among the first to penetrate the hills of what is now Letcher County were the ancestors of Judge S.E. Baker. Born and reared on a farm, he attended the public and private schools within his reach and soon qualified himself as a teacher. In this profession, he worked faithfully for many years. Afterward, he secured a position in the government service at Washington and was employed there for quite a while. While thus employed, he attended a law school and was admitted to the bar. Resigning his position at the Capitol, he returned home. Immediately after his arrival, he was elected county judge of this county and served with distinction throughout the term. In a few years, he arose high in his profession and at this time is regarded as one of the best at the bar. Judge Baker is Commissioner of Internal Revenue for this district and is a popular official. He is a member of the M.E. Church South at this place and is a faithful and consistent worker. Leading attorney of Leslie County. James G. Begley. Mr. Begley is quite the young man, yet by persistent effort and hard work he has raised himself to the head of his profession in his own county and is rapidly approaching the same throughout the 33rd Judicial District. He is brilliant, able, earnest, and faithful as a companion and friend. He is devoted, lovable, and loyal. Mr. Begley was recently married to Mrs. Dosa Davis, a handsome belle of Hazard, Perry County. We predict for him success in whatever he undertakes. Justice H. T. Day. To write of Letcher County's industrial and business interests without a short sketch of Henry T. Day would be very incomplete. Mr. Day comes from one of our best families in this county and has always shown himself as one of the boldest defenders. He is thoroughly competent for the business and is wide awake along all business lines. 4 years ago, he was elected as Justice of the county and has made a good official, taking a great interest in public improvements. He is another worthy citizen who has never held county office. Letcher County ought to be and is proud of such a citizen as Justice Henry T. Day. Thomas A. Dixon. T. A. Dixon was born and reared on a mountain farm and by hard work managed to get an education enough to begin teaching. From the first, he made himself popular in the profession. 4 years ago, he was elected Justice of the Peace for the mouth of Rockhouse Precinct and has been a tower in trying to build up his home county. He is an ardent, earnest, faithful worker and is enthusiastic in doing what he can to build up the civilization of the county and is still a teacher. Tom Dixon has a bright future before him. J. H. Gibson. Hop Gibson is one of the substantial citizens of Whitesburg and Letcher County. He was born about 40 years ago in Scott County, Virginia, and comes from one of the best families of the Old Dominion. He is the grandson of the late Stephen J. Cottle and son-in-law of Uncle Steve Adams, one of our best citizens residing on Little Cowan. In early life, Hop Gibson, after the manner of his father, who was an expert carpenter, took to this trade himself, and at this time a peer in his profession would be difficult to find in the mountains. Educated, moral, religious, and intellectual, Hop Gibson is one of the soundest of men. He is a prominent Mason and Red Man and member of the First Baptist Church. He enjoys the highest respect and confidence in all of his acquaintances. He has never held an office and will likely never aspire to do so. John A. Craft. About the middle of the 19th century, Judge John A. Craft was born on Collie Creek in Letcher County. He was equally educated to any in his day and for a number of years was a teacher in the public schools. In early manhood, he became a member of the regular Baptist church and was soon ordained as a minister and has traveled hundreds of miles over the mountains to attend services and to preach. Judge Craft has been very greatly honored with offices. First, as we remember, he was elected jailer and held that office one term. He engaged in merchandising for a great number of years. He served one term as county court clerk, 2 or 3 terms as circuit court clerk of the county, and is now the county judge. He has made a faithful and proficient officer. He is well acquainted throughout eastern Kentucky and numbers his friends by the thousands. E. B. Hale. On the roster of the leading and best teachers of the county stands the name E. B. Hale. He is about 38 years of age and is the son of the late W. R. Hale, once an excellent citizen of Rockhouse. He is the son-in-law of ex-sheriff Wilson Sergent of Collie and a grandson of the late Judge Nathaniel Collins. Mr. Hale early in life manifested strong interest in education and from the very start became one of the closest of students. His education was mostly obtained in the common schools, and today he is regarded as one of the best qualified and most proficient teachers in the county. He has had about 15 years' experience in educational work. Last spring, Mr. Hill became a candidate for the county school board superintendent, but lost out by a small vote. He will be engaged in schoolwork at Whitesburg this year. L. Dow Collins. The subject of this sketch was born on Rockhouse Creek in Letcher County in 1875 and was reared up on a farm. He is a son of the late Bob Collins, who died when L. D. Collins was quite small. His mother is still living and was the daughter of Randall Adams, a member of a large Adams family in this county. Mr. Collins secured a good common school education, but has always been a farmer by profession. He married one of the daughters of Watson G. Cottle at this place. Dow Collins is the owner of a good farm near his birthplace, besides some good property in Whitesburg. For the last year or so, he has resided at this place. He is one of our best citizens and has a large circle of friends and acquaintances all over the county. Our job printing is best. Popular publisher and editor. Warren M. Meek. Warren M. Meek is the successful pioneer in the newspaper field in the Sandy Valley. He is the editor and owner of the Painesville, Pikeville, and Prestonsburg Heralds, and his newspapers are popular throughout the state. He is the brother-in-law of the Honorable J.C.C. Mayo, the well-known capitalist and philanthropist. Warren Meek is an aggressive newspaper writer and stands high in that fraternity. For County Attorney, R. Monroe Fields. Born January 21st, 1881, in a small log cabin on the head of Kings Creek in Letcher County, he is the son of M.C. Fields, a farmer and country merchant, still living on Kings Creek, and is the grandson of Elder R.H. Fields of the Baptist Church, or which church he is himself a member. He is the son-in-law of attorney S.C. Tyree, formerly of Whitesburg, but now of London, Kentucky. He began studying law at 17 and was admitted to the bar at 21. In 1904, he was graduated from the law department of the University of Louisville. Since his graduation, he has actively been engaged in the practice of law at Whitesburg. He was reared on a farm and received his early educational training at the common schools of the county, having attended schools at various places in the county. Mr. Fields has a set of clients of whom he is well pleased, and to them you are referred as to his ability in his profession, a set of satisfied clients being the best recommendation a lawyer can have. Mr. Fields is a Republican nominee for the county attorney of Letcher County, to be voted for next November. A bright young man. Billy Doug. The above is a good representation of Billy Vermillion, one of the bright young men of our town. This young man is fairly well educated, has an excellent business qualifications, and is popular wherever known. For years he has represented a Louisville's wholesale fire, and is well acquainted all over the mountains. Eagle, $1 a year in advance. Harrison Banks. Letcher County never had a more popular citizen than the subject of this sketch. At an early age, he qualified himself for teaching, and for a great number of years followed this profession. He is now about 50 years of age, and aside from rheumatic trouble in one of his legs, is strong and healthy. He has always stood firmly for the county's advancement. Being honest, sober, and discreet, he numbers his friends by the thousands. He has never had an office, but has merited many honors never granted. Eagle, $1 a year in advance. Well-known county official. Robert Bryant Bentley. R.B. Bentley was born in Alexander County, North Carolina in 1849 and came to Letcher County in 1869 with his parents and settled on the headwaters of the Kentucky River. He was educated in the public and private schools and taught for 13 years. In 1885, Mr. Bentley lost his legs in a railroad accident near Chicago, Illinois. In 1886, he was elected Circuit Court Clerk of the county. In 1895, he was elected County Court Clerk and served about 12 years. At the Republican primary held last April, he was again nominated for County Court Clerk. He has made one of the best officials the county has ever had. Bryant Bentley is a big, brave, honest mountaineer and one of the most popular of men. This concludes today's reading of page 5 of the July 22, 1909 Mountain Eagle. We at Kentucky, Tennessee Living would like to thank you for your continued support as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains.